like picture frames, and they're on fire. And they're smaller, like I see a tunnel, 3D tunnel, but it's like square and made out of big picture frames of episodes of your life. And they're all like on fire, and you're walking through it. And the first thing that I saw you was the kite on the red string. It's like that red string, the kite is your subconscious, and the red string is your connection to your subconscious, so you never lose it. It actually goes around your waist, like that tie, and you're holding onto it. So it's you never lose your connection.
Okay.
But the fire, it's like a cleansing fire, and also stepping, like it's supposed to cleanse you, and you are like you're saying that you're a fire soul. A fire souls came here to burn up. Eventually, when they wake up and figure out their situation, they turn on fire, and you show me like a stove, and then the fire ones get like see you. The matrix looks like a checkboard, checkerboard, and there's like people, but some of them are like fire and cleansing right now. And what you're going through, I actually perceive it as you turned your body on fire, going through that tunnel of picture frames on fire, because you disconnect from each and every connection, mental, emotional, to each situation in your life that it was before. Once you pass through this tunnel of frames on fire, so you're done. But your point is, from now on, you're very like high vibrational, and the heat is transformation. The heat is also released, not only through sweat, we release like I see little yellow things like breaking up. It's like particles of fat or whatever breaking up, and there's like stuff coming out from them.
Okay.
We release that through sweating in the heat, but we also do the same in the etheric. We cleanse the environment around ourselves with fire.
Hmm.
And I see that you actually put your, there's two interpretations. It's like duality. One thing that you told me a story that somebody
Yeah.
listened to your DNA. And but the second one is that you actually, your soul created that tunnel of fire for you to walk through it, because you had to raise your vibration and frequency and connect to your inner fire for
Got it.
cleansing and transformation. You,
Hmm.
you know, it's like, because the system we are in, we have to go through some almost like turmoil. It just set this way. It's not our choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stupid system, but that's the way. Like how we all wake up. We don't wake up just when our life is perfect, luxurious, and we're super happy. It's usually through some horror stories, from pain, right? Or
Yeah.
some loneliness or disease, whatever. So that's like the same thing. You had to go through something to understand that now a lot of heat and fire coming to Earth. I see, to be honest, like I see like comets coming, like a lot of them, and they have this fire tails, and the sun is like shooting more and more of them, and there's like clusters of that fire, kind of like sun energy, and they okay, there's two things. On one hand, there's artificial fire coming from wars, that these wars are supposed to destroy the layer of all the epochs that humanity went through in this particular cube that has games in it, like programs with.
Right. Right.
And then so because it's much like we find now giant bones or whatever, they want to cover up this layer because we're going to another layer, so they have to rebuild it. And then on the other hand, like dualistic, this is negative duality. They're gonna create more wars. I feel like there's another country is gonna be involved. Maybe
I,
something east or whatever, like India, Pakistan, something like there. Um,
mm,
and and on this side, we can, if we're awakened, we use the fire, but from the original sun. We use the natural because we're already on the natural timeline. The
right,
artificial people are artificial timeline. They would do plastic surgeries, they would do, all kinds of crazy stuff, whatever they're told, they would do.
right,
Because that's the beauty standards, or that's the other standards. I cannot say all this if I post it after. You
right.
know, you have to wear this, you have to do this. I mean, like all that. Um, and they're there, and we're here. So, but at the same time, we're kind of going through the same natural disasters, and they affect our physical body in a way. So it's like it's heat, it's fire, who it's hot. And then they're gonna do the seesaw thing. It's gonna be super cold in the winter at some point. I see people are saying too cold, too cold, It's like duality. And it's just to get us produce emotions because they will extract the emotions, put them in the sac that I see to produce, to stimulate. There's some machine, there's some people connected to different egregor machines.
Mm-hmm.
They would stimulate groups of people to go against each other. And I see what looks like maybe Paris, like Europe, like Central
Yeah,
Europe. I see the
yeah,
streets. It's gonna be there, right there. And that's gonna be more towards, I feel like, the winter because I see Christmas trees,
yeah.
you know. Um, and in your case, you're going through transformation now. You understand? Like for me, I went through, like I had what everybody said a virus, but it's like a transformation, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Vizia went through one too. Everybody, James went through one too a year ago. Like everybody did, cleansed. And after that, you feel better, feel lighter, you feel like you got more information, more ideas, just like that. Because after something hard and tough, you appreciate things more and you generate more ideas as a creator being because you feel comfortable all of a sudden. You have something to compare. Oh, I remember suffering there, but here I feel good again. I should appreciate it more. You know what I mean? In
right.
this way, you naturally generate higher vibration. Um, but I feel like there's a reason why we connect to people right now because there's like clusters of this one flower. It's like this mandala, there's like petals of it, and
Yeah,
there's each group, 4 or 5 people, but mostly 4 people connect together, and they're gonna be in close contact with each other. And these petals are created, these little groups of people for survival, because we will need to find a way to survive and only in kind of close proximity and working with each other. You know what I mean? You do this, I do that, or we figure out the way together.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. And that's gonna be, like your area, state by state, I feel. And because, to add to this, every time I swim, like, I get these messages from my subconscious. Come up with some idea how people who watch you can like get together in that there's like even if there's 2 people from one state they can still connect, you know what I mean, like that connection, because it's important that they have the same knowledge understanding. If
Right,
they all watch, if they both watch me, they're not gonna fight over some belief systems. But yeah, and that's what you're saying. That's important. Plus, I don't know. I just see kind of like where you are right now. I see they're melting something with the heat under the mountains. I see the
Really?
yeah, I see the hill, like the it covered with grass and beautiful big trees. Like smells like fir trees, like those with cones. You call those pine cones on them.
Oh, okay.
And underneath there's some layer of protection to get to some machinery in the inner world. In the inner world, they have mechanical rooms. I see some beings, they're made out of mud. They're kind of mud and leaves, brown and green, and they look very small and round. They're robust, they're small, like 5-year-old child would be this tall, and they work machines. And like I see a big machine, like you turn. He looks at me, says if you turn it, you can shift. You can shift the layers of the ground. It's just the ground. He says like we put the layers of material, then we put them on top of each other. That's why earthquakes happen.
We've had so many in the last 2 months, like two a
Yeah,
week.
right. But the reason why he's melting this, there's gonna be some part that's gonna collapse. It's not gonna be where you are though, because I feel like your red dot is here, and I see like it's collapsing here. Uh, very big mountain.
Mm.
It's like it's like the mountain partially goes under soil, and there's like a big crater situation formed from the earthquake. And it's like a landfall, like landsliding, sliding,
Yeah,
like that. Somewhere it's not good to live under mountain, around mountains, you know.
yeah.
But because that's what they're doing with this heat too. They're using the heat for that. But the heat is always heating up the North Pole, and all this ice. They're not telling us yet. They're gonna tell us later when everything's gonna get out of control, and things are designed to get out of control.
Right.
See, we at a soul level, you, me, others, we know what they're planning,
Yeah.
and we get. That's why our dreams are vivid, or we don't remember dreams, or like some nights we sleep like a log, others we can't.
Yeah.
It's because we go there and decide how can you counter, do something against their plans, because we know exactly what they're gonna do. And then we came up with the idea that when they shoot their plans into action, we'll either use them in our advantage or come up with an adequate reaction, because an adequate reaction confuses the matrix and gets like, hey Siri, and ask her stupid questions, she gets confused. So
Yeah.
lets my kids do that as like, oh, I cannot answer the question, or like, I didn't understand. Well, that's the thing what we're gonna do. Because eventually, the thing is, there's a tree of life in the center of Earth. And there's going to be earthquakes that will create those holes to Earth. And through the holes, the light from original sun will shine through, and it would stimulate the growing of the tree. And I see all of us who survived these major events hanging like leaves on the branches of the tree. Like I literally see us like just wanna your subconscious tells me a comparison of like ornaments on Christmas tree. Like it's a gift. It's the biggest gift you can ever get in your life for under the tree on Christmas.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Not long on survival. So
So is there anything that needs to be disconnected or removed, or the validity or truth behind the connection of the people that I mentioned, to make sure that it's like severed and my growth happens? And like,
I see like you give off a lot of energy to animals. I want to say, I just
yeah.
want to say to animals. I see you with dogs. I was swimming today, so you was a bunch of dogs in my vision. Initially play with them. Yeah, I see like a red leash with one dog, beige and white you're playing with.
Oh, that's the dog. That's her leash. She's right here.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny. Um, and you actually in the like imagine I see you standing in your energy sphere, and you give a lot of energy and like it's so warm and welcoming, and then you get like roses falling on you as an exchange mechanism of energies from outside. I just don't understand. I have to
Are the roses
understand.
white?
No, roses are bright red and they don't have the stems. That's what I
Hmm.
don't understand.
Huh.
Mm, it's a restructure. It's a restructure of your body. It's something about the because your subconscious showing me blood cells, erythrocytes. Roses represent restructuring of blood cells. It's weird, but that's what your soul told me. Because they're falling and they're just like building up a new DNA system or something. They're
Yeah.
rebuilding the blood cells.
Yeah. Well, because they were being played with,
No,
you know?
no, but nobody, no. Your subconscious says no. It's by design. They
Okay.
wanted to do it to you, but they never did. That what you read before was the plan. But
Ah,
but you turned it to your advantage because you were all going through DNA transformation right now. It cannot be seen under microscope or whatever,
mm-hmm.
but we're all going through it. And even those things we catch and then we and like lay down, and those transform us also, because that thing is dualistic too. When you
Yeah.
catch it,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
either going to destroy you because you're in low vibration, or it's going to help you get higher in frequency,
Got it.
even though you might exhibit similar symptoms. So I don't see like anybody was like active, because around you I don't see anything like of the dark, of the like anything. I feel like, hey, there was a woman coming and she looks weird. Like she looks darkish skin. She's wearing like a crown like this. I don't know what it is. It's like a Arabic something blood maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
And yeah, and there's a golden red, like different red from roses. Roses are very dark. This one light, bright, like prime color red thing covering her hair on the back. And she was trying to walk into your energy sphere, and your dog would immediately bark. And they was like try to disappear, but she was trying to put some tray with some strange looking thing. It looks like a bowl with half and half or thick milk. It's just weird, like a cream, you know.
Okay.
And she couldn't because the dog would immediately react. And maybe the dog was overreactive, or maybe the dog was sick, or whatever. I don't know. But the dog feels like she's constantly running around you, checking on you.
Yeah.
So protecting you from all this little intrusions. Because the thing is, I see like a door in your energy sphere, and I see like a little door inside the big door, and it looks like the dog sometimes uses it to get out. Because the dog is interesting partner in action with you, that you've done something before together.
The dog white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see you. Don't
Yeah.
laugh. I see you as a parrot, and I see the
Yeah.
dog as a
He's been,
parrot.
remember my white dog, Oksana? Do you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
passed away. He's been with me through lifetimes.
oh wow. Yeah, because you like two parrots on some jungle planet or something like this, like tropics. And you talk with each other. But you're so big, and you know what? Like, it's not like the birds we see in this. It's the birds. You know, this weird movies sometimes they make. The bird that has the face of a human almost, but it's got still covered like with feathers, but
Okay.
like eyes are eyes of a human, and it's amazing. Oh
Interesting.
my, all the animals have human, semi-human faces and eyes.
Where is this?
I see like a big Garfield cat. Now, where is this? Let me see. Altalai Galaxy. Altaly. How do you read it? Altalai. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's in this universe, but they in this bright green bubble of protection around their planet. They're very interesting species. They're really big. They are as big as like somebody basketball player, like a 7 feet tall, I don't know, something like this. And they all walk on their back feet. And he's like your partner. The dog is your partner.
Yeah,
And you're
that's weird.
this fluffy parrot woman.
I'm a parrot woman.
I don't know. I see you with the beak and everything, like you know, like a parakeet or whatever.
Wow. This is a first.
Yeah, because ooh, you're telling me something. Because I see all of a sudden, I see this big you know what it is? It's like falcon, or what's the name of the bird with the beak like this?
Yeah.
Hunt.
Raven?
He's mean. No, no,
Crow?
like the symbol of you say like that bold eagle, like kind of
Oh,
like bald eagle, but I'm not sure if it's exactly, but something like this, and it looks very mean. And I see like the dog there protects you from that guy also. He's got this weird thing. His feathers only, when he spreads his wings, instead of feathers, you see swords. And
well,
he
that
can
doesn't
shoot
sound
the
like.
swords.
Can we make him go away or
Yeah,
distant? Distant.
he represents He represents something because I see he represents AI technology. He represents because I see how he turns into a metallic one. He says you're gonna have a lot of metallic creatures like me taking over soon. Your what you do on a daily basis. And he says you're all gonna become lazy and doing nothing because everything will be taken over. That's why you need to wake up. Oh, that's a message for those who are not awakened, I guess.
Oh.
And those who were awakened will separate from that world because they could know. It's like we would get emotionally sick just being around these people who feel comfortable with technology.
Right.
Um, but yeah, that's for sure happened because I see like breaking of the big buildings. You know, like there's this big buildings, like they all look alike in every country of the world with columns, like city halls and stuff. Well, those have to be broken. Some of them will be in situation of destroyed by earthquakes, others by water, others by like some mudslides from mountains. It's something they will do with a lot of historical neighborhoods and buildings everywhere. And some buildings that are new ones will become like uninhabitable, kind of like because the I see I see like the dollar sign on a bill of $1, $1. It like goes upside down, and then there's a big like a hand. I see a pope. I see a pope in Vatican. He falls off his chair, his throne, and when he falls off the throne, the dollar turns up, and I feel like all the people cheer that, yay, yay, we can finally use it. It's fine now. It's stabilized. Like there's something about the life is more stable now after the Pope, I want to say died, I guess. I don't know. He fell down. It's like, so,
Interesting.
yeah. I see everything like in your white colors and red, different shades of red. You're saying that there's gonna be a lot of it's almost like be on high alert. Things are gonna be happening, you have to be prepared. This is what you're telling me. That's why it's red and white. And you say white represents our body, and red represents the anger, the agitation, the anxiety, the commotion in between people, the fighting, whatever. It's what you telling me. So white is like a soul in the body or something. Because I see people as white and all around is red.
Mm-hmm.
But you like your you say you like your guys. You go. It's like you go to some planet with a lot of dogs, and you're actually very good telepathically connected with dogs altogether because you're subconscious. This is the second time I hear it that you can just talk to dogs and convey their messages and help others with that because for some reason like when you lock your eyes into eyes of a dog you hear what the dog is telling you um, because you're just like animal connector.
That makes sense.
Well, I see your red is turning pink now. And the door disappeared. The door is this little door, the back of your energy sphere disappeared. Mm. It's like it looks like you're in this house inside, and everything is like shift. Like when you have a picture on the screen and all of a sudden it starts getting blurry and shifts and kind of moves.
Yeah.
That's what I feel, but the interesting thing is the house is not moving, but the everything outside is like shifting and moving. But that's gonna kind of like put in motion something new for you. Like it's a good thing. Like when everything looks so crazy outside, it's gonna be the opposite, dualistic, right? For you inside your house. It's gonna be calm. And you feel uncomfortable when it's too calm outside because you feel like something is coming. And you definitely do feel. It's almost like your body is like wants to prepare and be in this like energy saving position right now. It's telling me you don't want to do much. You just
Yeah.
want to.
Every time we have earthquakes, even the earthquake volcano in Russia that happened 2 weeks ago, that affected me. Like I was unsettled for a couple days and I didn't even know what it was. Like I have this connection to whatever is happening with the earth. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to shift a lot of. It's like they have groups of people that that those groups have codes. It's like a number code attached to each group, and it's something based on the quality of their DNA, as the aliens qualify us in the books and the computer systems. And basically, you are gonna be allowed to. So a lot of people are gonna move because they're gonna be no longer coinciding genetically or DNA wise. It's not gonna be with the country of where they used to live before they live right now. They'll have to move. If they don't move voluntarily, something will happen that they will have to move. Because now it's like we spread out, and some people will lose their jobs because the jobs are toxic. Or a lot of people will lose somebody in their families, unfortunately, but it is because those people are toxic. Because toxic people don't resonate with this new reality. And you understand, we have reality split. We have the reality oriented. All AI technology does everything for you. Like you don't even have to get up to turn off the light or whatever, just everything. Hey, make sure the windows are closed, storm is coming, like you don't even have to, like everything's done for you.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Right. I know I see this scene from Wall-E. Wall-E the movie when the
Yeah.
garbage is all over the place and they're like so fat and sitting on those chairs. Yeah. But you're showing it to me. That's after the Earth split up. Wait, was it yesterday I saw in a session that where did I see it? Anyway, I saw the equator that divides our so-called like sphere
Yeah.
or Earth into two. It's actually gonna open up and divide. So there's gonna be two platforms, one old Earth, one new Earth. So this is something, right, Dolores Cannon was about. So, and then the thing is, when the water reveals what it is under the ice in Arctic, it's gonna be two more coming
Oh,
up
wow.
platforms. So gonna be four. It's like a clover, lucky clover four.
Yeah.
It looks like it. And we're all gonna be in each of the earths aware of each other, but not really doing anything with each other if you don't resonate. If somebody just wants to have a life and entertainment, food, and entertainment again, and they'll just live on that pedal of doing just that, because that's their consciousness level. They don't want to
Yeah.
grow. But for us, yeah, everybody, a lot of people are going to be moving, shifting, losing jobs, getting new job, whatever. But most people, I feel like it's going to be more and more problems for people, and they're going to feel the pressure, because it's kind of like, I mean, what your subconscious shows me, it's like a pimple. Like you have to put the pressure to pop it. So
Oh,
but
yeah.
I see it in a nice way. I see it like a volcano thing, and they're shifting or melting the layers underneath. And when the layers are melted, something from inside that was boiling for a long time, like magma, whatever they say, that magma is the inner sun that we have, and it was blocked from us. So, and it's supposed to heat up the earth where we're supposed to have this perfect climate, no need for any bundle up, like gas for warming
Right.
up and all this nonsense. And
Right.
it's just gonna come out. And it formed like new passageways, like almost like vessels, or in the underground, under the nourishing all the plants and everything with that energy. So basically, if you still want to use your phone, you can charge it from underground. Like, I see you showing that the phone, you just plug into the ground, and I see like that bright light going into the cord and the phone.
That's interesting.
Mm. But the institution called bank, the first thing, it goes like, I see like it falls apart brick by brick. It's destroyed. And something like a hologram emerges with some coins in it. That might be a Bitcoin that I don't really know about much.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because
I know there's going to be a shift in the financial. I don't know how it's going to go, but I definitely know that's going to happen.
that's what, like, if I'm going to this, I see the Bitcoin is used by the whole, like, by the people with two or more smartphones, living in smart cities and big cities, like tall buildings, like New York, Chicago, all those big buildings, right?
Okay.
Seattle, like whenever downtown.
Yeah.
Those will be with the Bitcoin. The others will form groups and reject. And I feel like this is gonna be some who we consider like a leader who help with that transition. It's weird. It's just like I feel there's gonna be a figure who will kind of say, it's almost like people need somebody who will show the way. And there would be a person like that will show up, because I also see aliens coming.
Oh.
I see spaceships and people are waving in spaceship. I see like people, some people are super scared, and they are in this, how the smart city looks like? It looks like it has a cube of blue and green passageways, and
Hmm.
it's all pixelated, and people are inside. They don't see it, we see it, because our abilities are gonna sprout so much. Nobody's gonna have to have like a session or something for somebody to help you see, like everybody will see the same.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know when it is, it just doesn't show me the year, but it feels like maybe it's a course of events. That's what I feel. So maybe 5 years, who knows, I don't know. But it feels like right now we are in the heat of events that are gonna lead one after another. And I see like people taking kids to school, doing this and that, that the life is gonna, because it means life is gonna be turned upside down, and things are not gonna be done the same routine like it used to be before. But for those who choose to live in those globalistic cube cities, they'll be just all set. They'll get their amount of coins on those 3D. It's like, I see like a giant coin with some sign. It says it like a S. One is S, another one is like 7, and it has like stripes like this. And on that one too. 7 is Z. This looks something like there's gonna be new invented coin. And the people in those smart cities will be using those, but we are not gonna use this. I see people exchanging baskets of, like, I see a woman with a big basket of flowers, and she says these are edible, they're green and purple. And another woman giving her like a basket that looks like salad leaves, purple and green. And they're like putting them together into one big, like those crystal balls they use. And they just make and sell it. They squeeze strawberry juice on top and then lemons and put some spices, like they grind some little, I don't know what it is, just from the trees. So, and they mash avocados on top. And I see like a lot of kids come, and it's like almost like people classify for different things they do. Like if you're good at this, you will be doing this. It's like a community, I don't know. But people are not like doing together in groups. No, everybody's doing something separately. Everybody's individual and respected as one. But then when it comes to tasting something good, like the cooks will cook for everybody.
How long does it take for this to happen?
Oh, that's gonna be some national disasters happening in terms of economic situations, and that's what will lead people. Like let's say a person has a farm. That person will just invite all her friends or his
Right.
friends to the farm, and
Yeah.
then start doing things together. That will contribute because one person cannot deal with it, and then so it's gonna be like this. But yeah, I see like I see elections. I see like two timelines of elections. Right now we're going towards the woman president. But if a man becomes a president, they're gonna try to agitate. You know that movie Civil War?
Yeah.
It's
Well, no, I didn't
connected.
watch it, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's connected to the man becoming a president because they would initiate that war to distract people or do something. I don't know. There's like a thing connected. The woman is something different. The woman people wearing this and other stuff.
Well, none of those sound appealing. I don't like either one of those.
No, but we're gonna find we'll use it in our. We learned through the last time
You'd think.
how to voice our. No,
You'd
there's
think.
gonna be more people. Well, because those people, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know how to say it, but those people who are like stupid, they're just not gonna last long, you know? And at the end, they'll collect the souls they need to put it in their paddle of reality, virtual reality, and they'll be dealing with those. But it's just like 4 different experiments will be going on, basically. But we are just rebellious children whom they consider dangerous, and they're not gonna touch us anymore at some point.
Well, that was my question. So I believe that I'm not going to be involved in the natural disasters or any
Mm-mm.
plagues or any of that stuff.
Mm-mm.
So does she have any messages for me in regards to, I don't know, what it looks like for me between now and the end of the year? Is there anything I need to know? Anything that needs to be removed? Anything that needs to, I mean, I don't know.
You're sitting on the couch, and I see it's like you yourself come to yourself, give yourself a big bucket of popcorn. It's like sit down and watch them falling. You removed this door. This door was used by that kind of like a woman that was coming from Middle East trying to do something to you. You removed that door. Because nobody can come anymore. I
Okay,
feel
so
like
that
she
door,
secretly did it, but I feel like it was kind of like you agreed to it. But you didn't agree to her coming doing something bad to you. It's
exactly.
almost like she asked for help, or she was nice, or whatever. Or she was like pretending to be nice, of course. So like this. Yeah. That situation is gone because I just feel it. It's over. But it serves a purpose.
Can you go back in? That's good. Was that linked? I think that was that linked to my health?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of your energy was polluting your energy.
Yes.
That pollution caused you minor discomforts.
Oh, major discomforts, but yes. So, do we know how long it takes to heal? And, or is there anything else that we can get around that or anyone else being affected? Or is that door closed for everybody?
See, you didn't let. I mean, the discomfort was only 3% from 100 what she could have done to you, but because of the dog protecting you and you were aware.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. You were like focused on something else so badly that you didn't really do anything with it. It was her coming back and forth. I feel like we're distracted with your thoughts and physical kind of presence. Um, what did you ask? Sorry.
Huh?
What did you ask?
Oh, is there anyone else affected? Like, what happened? Like, where does she, like, I don't think I'm the only one, I guess is what I'm saying. I think that there's like a link to something else, and I just want to make sure that that's cut off.
Your subconscious is laughing because saying, that fake. It's almost like you bake a cake and you want to intoxicate it, you do, and then you try to feed it. But before you feed it, you need to make sure that the person you want to eat it is very hungry. And then you're showing me scenes from the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
Nice. That's about my skin.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I see you like in pajamas and that thing, like you're waking up and the sun all of a sudden is white, not red anymore. Ah,
Yes.
the whole thing is clearing and becoming white. White, white,
Yes.
white, white, white.
Okay, good. Good. Good.
I just keep seeing you showing me different stuff, different avatars and how they program them,
Is there any
the bodies.
is there any egregors that need to be handled?
Um, no, not for you, because the thing is like you don't let them hook you up to any, because you're aware that that's what they like to do.
Yeah.
Um, You let the kite go.
I let the
You
what?
you let the kite go
Oh, nice.
because you said that I don't have to hold on to my soul's wisdom anymore. Because I know I understood in this right now, but I need to understand. And you're just growing like trees now with green leaves. Your subconscious repeated that was before, and that no matter where you are, still gonna be, like miracles are gonna happen, and you'll always be fine.
I feel that.
It only affects those who are influenced by some entities and don't know about it, or they know but they don't do anything about it.
Is there a lion or a cub?
Or someone like a cat, like a wild cat, like a. No, it's not a panther. It's with those, like a painting brush on top of the ears.
Because I keep getting a cub coming to me.
Oh, I see a tiger's face, but it's a male tiger.
Yeah, and he helps me.
I don't see him as a cub. I see him as a grown up.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yes.
so okay, so this is really weird, Oksana. So when he became into my awareness several months ago, it was a cub. And now I feel that it's grown. I don't know if it's an adult and maybe a teenager, not a baby anymore. But this cub, like, well, lion, I don't know where he's from or what he's doing, but it's like he's growing with me.
It's connection to the nature, plants, because your area is nature, and animals. That's what you're going to be
Yes.
contributing on the new so-called, oh, we can call it new Earth understanding.
Our new adventure, our new paradise.
Right. Yeah. It's just because you're showing me like in Mario game, you're bouncing off the turtles. At some point, the turtles are done, where you get too bored of it and you just say bye. I'm
So,
gone.
does the lion represent anything or is he actually from somewhere? Like, is he metaphor?
He represents the fire, the
That,
cleansing fire, and the ability to protect yourself and nobody can touch you if you show a little aggression,
okay.
not in a bad way, just kind of defending
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. And my last one is I've also in the last 4 days had two dragons come in.
you you have a lot of keys. You open in different worlds. So the dragons come from this. It's like a mosque. I can pronounce it correctly because the doors are like interestingly curved.
Okay.
And when I walk inside, I see like beige, beautiful, like cream and beige colors, and there's a balconies inside. Interesting frescoes and decorations all around. And you're saying that's my new nature center.
Okay. Because okay. So I did 2 sessions with people, two totally different people, two totally different sessions, two totally different belief systems, all the things. And a dragon came into each one. So is there like, am I working with dragons? Are they like
No,
my friends? Are they
you're visiting their worlds, and you are laughingly saying you're training dragons because when we get to the new Earth, you know how to communicate with animals. You don't have to
wow.
train them or anything. You just have to get in touch with them. It's like
Yeah.
reconnecting to your own roots. It's kind of like that inner life tree of life will grow, and you're reconnected.
Yeah.
The system starts supporting you, because now the system is always against you,
Right.
especially if you are being nice, truthful to your soul, respecting yourself, others, they would beat you up, they'll punish you for being nice, and then that's going to be the opposite. It's
That
for
makes
the
sense.
dragons.
That makes sense. Okay. I'm sure all of that's going to expand. It's just the dragons the lion's been there, the cub's been there for a while, but the dragons the other day, I was like, what is happening? Okay.
Yeah.
And so the door's closed, the woman's gone, so my dog is relaxed now.
You know what you also do when your body's asleep at night? I see you go into different timelines, and you literally have a basket filled with these little mice. They're so fuzzy and cute. And you're just saying that you're bringing them to the safe worlds, because you know the surface of this world is going to be destroyed soon. It's going to be glued to another surface, and people will not remember what happened before. Much like that amnesia that they do on us in between lives, they're going to
Yeah.
implement in life this
Yeah.
time. So that's why they always search for, you know, things with things that have value.
Okay.
But you're always going to a different, like, I see you getting out of the body. You're basically just, sometimes you get off out of your top of your head, most of the time,
Yes.
sometimes from the feet. So it depends. But you focus here. You concentrate here. You're like a huge swirl of energy right now, swirling there. And it just zooms through the head and goes into space. And then from that perspective, and so what you're doing, you like record people's emotions and feelings each day. And
Yeah,
then you, mhm.
last time we were talking about my dolphin life and how I just kept opening portals and portals and portals at night, trying to open to bring like awareness or education or knowledge or something. So,
Yeah, yeah. I just like, I thought it was you showing me something, and it was just like a falling through some things was you. That's why I jerk, because I see different portals and you know which one is which, and you say, well, what I do, because I know they're gonna destroy parts of um, flora here on our layer. So I transform, basically, you not like physically transform them, but you show the animals, hey, there is a portal. You come out here.
oh, I'm
So
like traffic control for the animals.
yeah, you lure them into the tunnel by explaining to them.
Yeah.
And then they start going. That's why there's going to be more species disappearing, but they're all going to be transitioning, because I understand that it's different for animals. I feel like wildlife, a lot of it's going to be transitioned that way
Yeah.
through so-called death, but then for people and their pets is different. Even though I feel like a lot of pets will try to save their owners by
Yes.
taking out their energy of
Yes.
sadness, of horror,
Yep.
and then something will happen to pets because they will, get
Yep.
sick from it. They
Yep.
don't know how to process and get rid of energies.
Yep. I
Just
feel that.
can't.
I feel that's already been happening since 2020. It just more so than it ever did before. And that's why there's so many animals that are, you know, passing away and people they're not connecting those dots.
Right. Yeah. Not only animals, a lot of like people with family members and things. It's little by little. It's kind of like the matrix designs families. They're not really your family. It's just by design. There has to be some, it's kind of like, it reminds me of some computer games. Like there's going to be some evil guy. There's some narcissist. There's this and that. You know what I mean? There's always has to be somebody who drives you nuts. Well, those somebodies, will be going. And also the same thing goes for anything. So, but it's exciting because it's really, see, I don't feel like there's gonna be fire taking over the US. I see it more like Middle East and with those countries,
Yeah, I do too.
But I feel like who кто управляет, who's like, oh my gosh, all the languages, what the heck?
Pick a language, Oksana.
um, who is who controls, right, the whole thing? I mean, in the middle, so there's a platform. It's like a carousel. In the middle is headquarters. Headquarters is White House and Pentagon.
Yeah.
And everything spins around those. And who's really there? It's not that eagle. It's a big, who looks, whom the real symbol, it's not an eagle, it's a gargoyle,
Oh, yeah.
with the beak.
Yeah. That's like in the statues is outside of a lot of those places, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. They put it that way because they figured, well, that people would understand it better, but the reality is this. And they're just doing it their own way. And they use, see, the reason why predictions happen, because a lot of corporations work with hand in hand with them, with the headquarters of the spinning carousel. It spins the whole platform we call Earth. So
That makes sense.
but that's why they are smart enough not to touch their own territory.
Yeah.
So in a way that gives us the understanding that we're going to be safe. So, but they do supply machinery and everything others need to fight with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but not, I'm not gonna do it myself. I'll just give somebody so they do it for me.
Yeah. So
That's the
someone else can get
mentality.
blamed for it. Yeah.
Right. And then that, like, they come and offer the help. Oh, poor people. Oh. But anyway, the whole game is like designed. It's like a monopoly. The game of Monopoly. Who owns the world? Well, no, we know who. But the guy in the red boots is gonna fall off his throne. I see it second time now. So he's like a doll. He's really like he's nothing. He has nothing inside. It's like one of those plastic robots they show at some exhibits and stuff. Just it's hollow. There's no energy inside, no organs, nothing. It's just weird stuff.
It doesn't surprise me. I know that
Like
doesn't surprise
cords.
you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. But I'm just saying. And then it falls as like bangs his head and bing. But I don't see. I see the throne is empty, and I see another throne is empty. It looks like English throne is gonna be at some point empty.
So that's like the fall of the empire.
Fall of the empire. Yeah, I guess. Like all the empires are gonna fall. So because there's not gonna be, I feel like they're gonna try to do, because I keep seeing this UFO. There's somebody who will come from UFO and will have very strong connection with one of the leaders of the government. Uh, they would try to put the story this way, like here's this alien, but that's actually AI alien, more like a gray, tall gray. He's your new god type thing, you know what I mean? To once again, when people look in themselves and say, wait, I'm actual God, right? I'm the one who he has the voice here who can do something, and then we try to distract you again. So
Mm,
it's like we're going through the tunnel of struggles right now, and
right.
only those who understand what it is truly about.
Hmm.
So 114, those numbers show up all the time, ones and fours. Um, in terms of you, you're happily passing boxes. Let me see. I see you with purple flowers a lot. It's like you're planting in the garden or something, flowers. Purple flowers, pink, kind of bright colors.
Yeah.
Everything's bright anyway. It's like it's a different world. I already see. The sky, it looks like it's flickering with like electric blue lights. Oh my, it's so many people. Like it's almost like we're holding hands and walking in a circle. I see a lot of people I know. I just saw James. No kidding. And you're like there. Yeah, funny. And he says he looked at me like, yeah, Oksana, it's nothing like I thought it would be. It's really funny. You're just showing all this thing. And you know what you did? You spread this yellow, bright yellow flowers. They smell so good, they're in spring. And it's not, what do you call them? They're like fuzzy, round, like balls.
Okay.
You spread those all around your rooms in the house. And it's like a soft carpet. And
Oh,
I see you like you enjoying it. You like bare feet walking on that soft, it's massaging you, it's stimulating for you. You like that feeling.
interesting.
It's just like you keep changing colors because you were saying that remind my physical self to adapt quickly to changing situations. That's all you have to do, nothing else. Mm, yeah, it's so interesting. But all this night visitors and the animals and all this, it's just that you work with animals. Oh, hi, Fizia. Fizzia's working with people. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. She's like an elf in big, like fuzzy pants, green pants, fuzzy. What? And you like was this was I saw you with deers, with baby deers and with the family of deers in the forest, and if he's just like walking by and there's like a bunch of people, she's come on, come, come on, what are you talking about? I'll explain to you right now. Like we have to do it. And oh my god. I don't know, I'm just flying in the sky. And I'm like bathing in this dew. Whatever, just crazy. I'm not swimming, no. There's like a cloud of water in the sky, and I'm just like inside of it, enjoying looking at all of you guys and laughing because it's funny because you're so busy.
And this is a new world, right? Or a new earth.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because you can jump, you can use a giant leaf as everything's gonna be giant back again, like huge mushrooms. I used a leaf as a trampoline to jump into that cloud of dew. Yeah. And you know, those people who are just like transition to other worlds, they look so small as opposed to us. We look like giants. I
That's
see
in
some people I know looking at me like, "Why are you so big? I wanted to be you to be small." And you're like, "Hey, because I was always big, and you tried to diminish me in every way
right,
possible."
right,
It's really funny, like the rules reversed, you know? Except like we don't care about those. I
right.
mean, we're just developing our own world and situation. Exist in your own paddle world. It's like a platform. It's like um, mm, like the flowers. I call this thing the flower attached to stem. On the stem, there's like leaves growing, and then some like platforms of the worlds. And basically, it looks to me like there's a big, you can call it tree of life, but I see it as a flower, like a sunflower. It's a big giant stem. The leaves are all the, um, you know, also why I get confused with languages because I keep hearing my echo the whole thing.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't want to interrupt because I'm already in motion with all this. And yeah, the platforms. It's like this, the Who, the Doctor, the Who, the Seuss, the movie. Those giant flowers.
Yeah.
And on very top is our sky office, like I call it. That's where our souls are. And then we play with avatars we pick for each petal, which is a platform with virtual reality game. It was like a bunch of crazy Marios in different bodies jumping from one petal to another, playing with, oh, in this game I play with animals. Tigers come from there. In this game I play with dragons. I train them or whatever. It's not like you train them. I'm just kind of laughing because it's, joking. It's a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see you fly on them. You like flying on them. You like sitting on something and like the flotation, the motion, like that you can fly anywhere and see a lot of stuff because you like visual stuff.
Yes.
So
Well, it
just do that.
sounds like there's good stuff to come.
Mm-hmm. Through through the rose thorns. That's why your subconscious showed me the roses without the stems and without the thorns because those are gonna fall off in the process towards this reality that I just described that is good.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Thank you.
It was really funny. It just occurred to me. Look at the t-shirt I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah. Hi, cutie.
it's actually my kid's t-shirt. Uh, Mr. Fox. Well, I didn't see Miss Foxes with you. I just saw that. You like cat-like creatures, like slow motion, kind of like wise. Tigers, lions, wild cats. They all look more like wild cats to me. But they have this, like this movies when the actor paints a face,
Yeah.
it's a human face, and it's
Yeah.
obvious. That's how they look.
That's interesting.
Well, I'll consider becoming one, but I'll draw you how a physio looks. Fuzzy pants made out of that from the woods. That stuff that grows on the trees, the green soft. Her
Yeah.
her pants are made from that. We're all like overall, we're all dressed in some natural stuff. natural fabrics made from leaves and other stuff. And the leaves are not like our leaves, not at all. They're different. They're just like energy that you can mold into a dress, into anything you want. Pretty cool. But that seems to be, I feel like we're still gonna go through a lot of physical stuff. But what I described, that it's gonna be in the, we'll see more dreams of that.
Oh,
Because you can't just switch to that reality like this. I don't feel
right,
like you can.
right.
But as we see that, there's not as many people around me. This thing changed and that thing changed, you know?
Yeah.
And oh, that got much worse. Why do you think prices are growing? Even though people who watch news tell me, no, no, they're not growing. Yeah, right. But those who don't watch TV and just go to the stores tell me that they are growing.
They are
And
growing.
it's not only in
And
this
it's not
country,
only.
it's all over the world that I have clients
Yeah,
tell me the same. So
yeah,
obviously, the rules of the game of this inverted reality is so that you have to go through trouble to destroy the old system. Nothing is just easy. And
yeah.
that's
That
the
makes sense.
program embedded into fabric of this reality. You cannot get it easy. You have to go through it and survive and adapt. Adaptation. But yeah, we're gonna have spaceships, aliens, planets are moving sporadically. And you know what those planets are. There's big projectors all around on the membrane around us that we call the dome of the matrix. They embed it into. And basically they project the planets, and each projection is a certain frequency. When you shift the frequency, you can manipulate the big pancake of collective mind, those
Hmm.
still asleep, and they can start doing crazy stuff. So that's how you control them, with projections of the planets, because it's a program connected to your avatar body that is relates, like every woman has it once a month when the moon is full or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
times and all this stuff, nonsense. Yeah, because they programmed it. Just any IT person will tell you, oh yeah, I can program a game, yeah, like that, like this, whatever. So, oh, okay. So I guess we're done. Thanks. Turn it on.